Instead of doing a channeled symbol for this week, I thought we'd, in light of the recent, yet again, more crap going on in the world, that we would focus on peace. I think peace is always a good thing to concentrate on, focus on. And again, if you hear a little crinkling in the background, that's Ksenia playing with her toy because she sees I have my little recorder out, so she's going to be noisy. So anyway, we have, don't look at the houses, where these are falling in the houses, because I just put just a random time in there. And I wanted to look at gods and goddesses that are associated with peace. So we have Parvati in Cancer at 28 degrees. And that is, that's conjunct the moon. And I feel that that's just helping us to tune into the moon's more nurturing, psychic, intuitive qualities in order to bring out peace. Of course, we need to be peaceful within ourselves. And certainly the marvelous, universe-changing, hopefully soon, movement, the Walk for Peace walk or movement, has taught us that peace begins with us. And so maybe this peace Parvati is telling us to go within, nurture ourselves, be more intuitive, more psychic, and really bring out the peace that's within us. The moon is in Leo, which is, again, I mean, you could think of Leo as selfish, but at some point you do have to be selfish in that you need to work on your own self first, and certainly claim your sovereignty. And I think that's what these two so closely, well, they're not very closely conjunct, but they're still a conjunction. I think that's what this is teaching us, that peace begins with us, and we need to claim our own sovereignty. Now, there is Pax, or it looks like Pax, but it's Pax. It stands for Pax Romana, and that is in Libra, which is about balance, harmony, fairness, justice. You could say peace. And that, so I think that's going to really, even though it's retrograde, so yeah, kind of, we're going backwards right now, aren't we, in the world, with wars and stuff. But, of course, when have we ever gone forward? But, well, we have. What am I talking about? Anyway, sorry. Don't mean to be pessimistic. But Libra, it's giving that Libra harmony energies to Pax. They're, nicely combining, even though, like I said, it's retrograde. I don't know when it will come out of retrogression, but hopefully soon. But it's still there. It's still there. It is directly opposite the conjunction of Neptune and Saturn in Aries. Aries, well, I think this is what its oppositions are about, combining energies together to create a new thing, or a greater whole. So I think this peace is opposite Neptune, which can be nebulous and foggy and delusional. So I think this is telling us, but it's in Aries. So I think, and then there's Saturn right there. Saturn's telling us to get serious about things. So this opposition, Pax opposite Saturn, Neptune conjunction, is telling us to get serious. It's time to get serious and not think of peace as some unreachable dream or utopia. It can happen, but again, it happens with each of us. We have to do our own work, which is what that Parvati moon conjunction represents to me. We have to do the inner work, Cancer, to affect the outer work, Leo, because I think of Cancer as more inward and Leo is more, it's really out there. So I think this opposition, Pox, opposite Saturn, Neptune, is telling us it's time now to get serious. Do we really want peace? Do we really want peace? Do we want it out there in the world? And if we do, well, then we better start acting like it and stop, pointing fingers. We need to walk our talk and not have other people do the work for us. It's time for us to do what we need to do. Let's see. Chiron is square Parvati. 1, 2, 3, yep. So again, that is outer circumstances. Squares are outer circumstances forcing us to grow a certain way. So we are certainly being shown in the world. There are outer circumstances that are anything but peaceful. But we need to combine. We need to just keep focused on the Pox, Saturn, Neptune opposition in Aries, which I forgot to say, Aries gives us drive and determination to do things. But we need to focus on what we really want, which is peace. No matter what's happening in the outer world, Chiron can bring about that peaceful healing if we just focus on peace, if we just focus on walking our talk so that it can manifest out there in the world. Concordia is conjunct the North Node and the Sun. So that's peace. We're hopefully heading towards peace. And it's the North Node right now is being, amplified by the Sun's energies, and Concordia is being amplified by the Sun's energies. So we really need to, despite what's happening, despite what we're hearing or the propaganda or whatever, we really need to concentrate on peace. Peace within us and peace outside of us. Let's see, Irene, off there by herself. 1, 2, 3. She is square. 1, 2, 3. Square Mercury and Venus. So again, outer circumstances seems like, because we've heard. Mercury is communication. We've certainly heard all the things that are going on in the world, and that can disrupt our peace. But we've got Venus there trying to bring in peace and harmony and beauty in the world. So I think these are good. And these were just a few that I picked. I didn't keep any out. These were the first few that I picked. And they are all an aspect to the heavy hitters, the main bodies that astrologists look at. So I think what we need to do is, no matter what's happening in the outside world, we really do need to focus, like the Walk for Peace said, every morning, write out, today is going to be my peaceful day. Read that a few times and say it out loud, and really think about it throughout the day. And certainly don't feed into the war rhetoric. I am just amazed. This morning I saw on Facebook an astrologer that I follow. And it, it did say in the astrology what was going to be happening. But, some of the people who commented were just jubilant about all the bloodshed. And it's like, okay, no. There's nothing to be jubilant about bloodshed, especially when there are innocent people who are killed. No, you don't need to be bloodthirsty and kill people in order to have peace. That's not peace. And peace would not be founded upon something like that. Peace that is founded on violence will not last. It will not last. So you know what? It does not come down to the so-called leaders, because they are anything but peaceful. It comes down to each and every one of us. How do we react when we hear this news? How do we react when, say, someone cuts us off in traffic? How do we react? And if it's not peaceful, then that is magnified out into the world. So we do need to start walking our talk. And we really do need to get disciplined. Get disciplined in how we think and what we focus on. And I'm guilty of it too. I got a little miffed at some of these people, and I will probably talk about it later, but yet I'm not really miffed. It's just the absurdity of people and how people just are so unself-aware. So anyway, I need to stop. This is supposed to be a peaceful sharing. So yes, let's focus on these asteroids that represent peace. Parvati, Pox, Irene, Concordia. Let us, and just our own inner being, and let's live a peaceful life, try to, and then send that peace out to the world.